We're saying okay.
Oh,
Yo,
hey, now it
retcons.
actually shut up. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, so
retcons are I don't know, is it an American thing? Is it like as far as us retconning?
Like
I
being
feel like-
upset about retcons?
Yeah. I mean, because like I feel like so I know we just talked about X-Men earlier and they retcon junk all the time. And then I feel like depending on the property, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And then, I guess it depends on how, then it depends how egregious it is. But then, like you said, at Dragon Ball, what was it? I think at some point Toriyama he forgot something.
no,
We just
Toriyama forgot
Launch.
stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Which is why he would just like he forgot about. Remember launch? Did you just say that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you just said it. Launch. Like, what happened to launch? What about Krillin's girlfriend that looked like
Bulma.
Bulma?
You look like
Oh,
Bulma.
you mean the one that's named the exact same name as his daughter?
Yeah, exactly. Like his girlfriend that he named his daughter after. Like, you know what I mean? Or how he said that. I think Dragon or Super Saiyan 3, the reason why it doesn't have eyebrows is because he forgot to draw them on or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, or the fact that Super Saiyan, he only created because he was tired of inking the hair black for everybody.
Yep.
So he was like, "Oh, I'm just
Oh, I
gonna
didn't
give
know
him the
that.
form so that way it's just white on the paper, so I don't have to ink it." And I was watching a documentary about Toriyama. He didn't. I don't think he wanted to be a mangaka. Like, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, don't attack me because I'm saying I could be wrong right now, because I probably am.
Get him.
But
How
I'm
dare
pretty sure.
you?
I know, right? Like they're gonna come after me, find me, and beat me up. I'm like, you can watch the documentary on your own. I'm just trying to relate what I remember. But I'm pretty sure he was like, he didn't want to work or do something, and he was just chilling. And then his parents or something were like, well, you need to do something, and he entered a competition for like a manga or something, and it was good. And an editor found him and was like, why don't you start doing this? So he put out like 2 or 3 mangas that didn't work. It didn't work out. And then he was like, well, you know what? I'll make something that people would like that's like action or whatever else. And he copied basically Journey to the West. And when he put that out, everybody and their mother was eating it up. And then they were like, all right, well, you need to make more. And he's like, all right, fine. But like, that's how it happened. It wasn't like he sought out to make Goku. It was just something that happened.
Yeah.
And from there, we have shonen anime.
I mean, and just to put it into perspective and to think about it this way, the fact, like you said, that he created Super Saiyan, the most iconic transformation in all of fiction, which is which is inspired so much out of sheer laziness.
Yeah,
He's insane.
It's like, I don't feel like drawing. I don't feel like inking this. I'm just going to leave it blank and say it's a new transformation. And everybody and their mother, Codename Kids Next Door, had an episode where
Remember that.
Dude,
remember
Number 4, his hair grew like super huge.
number 4 turned into a Saiyan. Amazing World of Gumball turned into a Saiyan.
It's everywhere, man.
Like it's you can't even name them. There's
influence.
so many. Yeah.
That's
It's
so
so good.
wild. I did not know that he did it out of laziness.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
that's why he forgot stuff all the time. He was just like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that was that happened like that." And then you just get retconned. It's like, yeah, so you know what? We'll change it up. It doesn't have to be like that.
Right.
Yeah, people would interview him and he'd be like, why isn't this consistent with something that happened like 40 issues ago? And he would just kind of look at him and be like, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what do you want from me?
That's why he's insane, because there's stuff like that where he just completely forgot that launch existed for like 25 years, but then he'll come out years and years later and say, oh yeah, Android 17 and 18, their names were Lapis and Lazuli all along. You guys just didn't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I just learned that probably a few months ago. I just learned that.
Yeah.
Totally
no, I just
they
learned
got
that.
named.
I just learned that today. What?
That's right.
Lapis and Lazuli.
It's Android 17 and 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The two people that ruined Trunks' future.
Yeah.
You know, we just
Decimated his future.
Decimated his future, killed all the Z fighters.
Yeah, or the fact that they didn't care enough, that Krillin didn't care enough to like marry her, which is still insane to me. That like Krillin saw this chick blowing people up.
Yeah.
Trunks comes through, like they literally killed Gohan. They killed all of you. I have no home. Everybody's gone. It's just me and my mom, and they probably just jacked my mom up while I'm here. And Krillin's like, yeah, but she's hot. And then
He's like, I can fix her.
I can exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. And it's like, you know, well, okay. At this point, it is what it is. Majin Buu literally turning people into candy, eating all of them. My man is chilling with them at every single like buffet imaginable eating. They don't care. I mean, but you know what? We could take that as a lesson, right? Sometimes enemies
Murderers get a chance.
right? Sometimes enemies are only enemies because they don't know any better. And when given the chance, you could be really good friends with somebody you don't like or killed your entire lineage. So
they killed mad people.
Learn to forgive.
Well, and that's the weird thing too about Dragon Ball. Because if you think about it, every single friend of Goku's was an enemy. I mean, starting off with Bulma, she tried to she shot him in the head when she first met him.
First episode, even like Yamcha, that was it. That Tien,
professional baseball player himself. Yes,
and everything. And obviously, I mean, I think, and even if you want to say to a point, Frieza, he went to Frieza for help.
In
Tournament of Power.
Frieza doesn't even like bother them anymore, which is so crazy because. Like you said, Galen, with the Tournament of Power, he came through, but like in the manga, so in Dragon Ball F, Resurrection F, he gets resurrected. He comes back with his gold form, starts boxing. They beat him. He gets sent back to hell. Okay. Then Goku needs him for the Tournament of Power. He brings him back with the Dragon Balls and was like, okay, we need him. He comes with them. Promises him, to come back to life. It's cool. He leaves. And you don't hear jack from Frieza until the end of like Boro arc, where he has his black form, bodies Goku and Vegeta after like killing what's his name, and then just bounces.
Yeah, I know.
He just leaves. I'm like, and you left us on this and didn't expand on it. He comes through. Full on African American form, and then bodies him and comes back. Like, yo, legit, he's straight black.
That is typical black man to come late.
Yo, he shows up. He showed up. Bodied Goku and Vegeta, killed the dude, and then left. And I'm like, you're telling me Frieza was this strong all along?
He literally said, "All right." He said, "All right, you guys take care, and I'll be out."
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
But what a dick move to show up after they were completely like out of gas, and then he's just like, "All right, I'm just gonna punch you in the gut," and then just dip the hell out.
Yeah,
and to piggyback off what Alex said, out of gas from just killing gas.
Yes.
As far as that, and then like I said, Black Frieza comes in, new transformation, sucker punch, both of them. Yeah.
straight up sucker punch too. It wasn't even like just a quick, like a pap. It was transformed into final form, golden Frieza, black form, whatever comes from there. Straight up like top tier, not even gold. Sucker punch. These dudes spitting spitting out blood. You know what I mean? Like my Kool-Aid, and then they just fall on the ground. It is over, bro. I was like, Frieza is a jerk.
Did you see so the new video game, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero?
Oh yeah.
I've been hearing phenomenal things about that game.
Well,
so I mean, they said 3 million views or 3 million buys in the first 24 hours because everybody's Dragon Ball. So now a month later, I think it's a 90% drop off.
Yeah.
As far as because a lot of people are complaining about online play as far as modding.
Yeah.
And I believe that here it is. Player base has dropped nearly 90% since his release, but at the same time, Bandai announced a global tournament tour. They're trying to keep up with Capcom as far as like FGC, things like that. So, I mean, the game's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stunning. But dang, I mean,
yeah.
Alex, I think we're going to say the same thing. You go.
No, you go ahead
first. No, you go first.
So I was going to say, I actually played through the whole game. So, the story mode is a lot shorter than Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Tenkaichi 3. Did you guys all play Tenkaichi 3 back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Dude.
Okay.
So the what if story mode in that it's awesome. They try to recreate that in this, but it's almost like diverging paths, like a Goosebumps choose your own adventure book almost.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not enough because I mean, I sat down and I probably got through the game in a day and a half, maybe just the story mode, because it's I want to say maybe 8 or 10 playable story modes. And they honestly they do some insane what ifs. Like the story mode is great.
I like Gohan's.
Oh, dude, Gohan's is the best.
Yeah.
The fact that he's not a playable character yet is ridiculous.
Gohan Black, that kind of hurts to say that. I kind of wish they went that route and like in real life more than
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have hit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
You're fighting your own son, and then Trunks is fighting his master, or whatever form. I think that would have hit me harder than Goku Black and Zamasu and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's way better story-wise than what we originally got. Hands down.
Wow. That's so why is that? I mean, is it because like they can look back in 2020s but say like we should have gotten this, or was it they took their time? I mean, the anime is usually going to derive from the manga.
Yeah.
Because manga is always going to come first, usually.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, part of what I was going to say about the game dropping off is something I was talking to a friend about today, and it piggybacked off of a video I saw on Instagram that online gaming is not fun anymore because of people's exploitation of the mechanics. And I'm not trying to be like that guy that's like, oh, I lost, so it's not fair. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the loss.
I love Salt personally.
But if you think about it, right? Dragon Ball Tenkaichi was always meant to be a game that it's like a party game. Like you have your friends over, split screen, and you're going at it.
Yeah.
But people would pick random characters. Like, okay, I got Krillin and Tien versus like Broly, you know what I mean? Or Gogeta or whatever else.
Yeah.
But you can't actually be competitive and play like that online because you've got people that exploit the mechanics so much that it's literally not fun. Like I've seen videos where it's like, okay, I've played 20 times and 20 times I fought legendary Broly's, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, and like that's it, or like Whis or somebody else, and it's like those are the only characters you pick, and you just spam that so that way you can like level up in the rank. It's not even to have fun; it's just to level up in the rank. Or you have it where people are mad because they lose, and they don't even give you the satisfaction of winning; they just drop out.
The low tier guys,
it's like it's not fun anymore because every single thing is a mechanic. Like I was watching somebody play Mario Kart competitively.
Yeah.
And do you like I don't even know how you learn this. Like people are like driving and cutting through things that are glitched that were never fixed so that way like they can cut past something faster to get away from people, and then they come out on the other side because of the glitch that wasn't fixed. And like, oh, if you drive this way and hit this corner of this building, it like you can skyrocket. I'm like, bro, what? I was like, where did you even learn that? Like, just have fun. Like, is that really that fun to you to exploit
I don't know, man. I played a lot of years of Street Fighter competitively in tournaments. So if I make it less fun for the opponent to enjoy, that's when I start having a good time. So,
but here's the thing though, with that, you're in front of somebody playing.
That's true.
And like
That's true.
you
at
and
the arcades,
them,
yeah, you're right.
at you and them are like going at it at the same time. And
you're right
each
there.
party is like they're both exploiting that whole thing. You know what I mean? It's like they both want you want to suffer, they want you to suffer, and you want them to suffer. But the difference online is like, bro, I just got on. Like I'm level 1. And then you've got some dude who I don't know, he played the game for 27 hours before it came out. And I'm like, okay, let me learn this mechanic. And I get dropped and I can't even get up. Like I literally can't move. I'm just on the ground getting like hit with key blast like this the whole match.
I'm gonna run it back from years ago, and I'm gonna run Austin's memory. And then he probably knows where I'm gonna go like once I get a little bit of the story. So we're
listening, by the way. I was looking at the 90% drop in the player count. Little ad popped up in the corner for X-Men 97. Dude, microphone's listening, bro.
Nice. That's all he knows. So years ago, Austin and I are at a friend's house. He's having his buddy. Yeah. Actually, Sean, you know what we'll talk about too. He's at Tyler's having a Smash Brothers tournament.
Oh yeah.
So there's this kid, Alex, who. So we had the brackets, and so I'm up, and I'm going against this. I never met him in my life. This kid, never saw him again after this and before either. And I'm not very good at Smash Brothers. It's like Smash 4, I think at the time it was like for Wii U. And I think I barely won. I don't remember who it was or who he was. And the kid, the guy, like instantly when game set, whatever, sat in his chair, went like this, got salty, right? And then like I think he goes into the next match. I think he lost again. Didn't he like storm off or something, Austin? Like, do you like?
I remember, bro. There was a few matches that night.
He got super salty, and again, I love salt. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of again, being a Street Fighter player. If I make it less fun for you, then it's a great time for me. But like I said, online is full of scumbags. That's just what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, scumbags like you. That's why you don't care. That's why you don't care. It's full of scumbags.
Because my rank was way higher than yours.
Exactly.
I don't know what happened.
No, my favorite line, because I know that I'm not good at competitive games. Like I'm not. I've never been good at competitive. The only time I was ever like good at something was like maybe Smash Bros, and I had to play like every day for a month just to kind of compete with everybody. So in those games, I was like Krillin. I was the Krillin, and I only get like one chance that grace will fall upon me and I'll win off of a chance. Like I remember winning against one of my friends because he jumped to spike me, but he missed, and I just hopped on his head by accident to get up, and he fell. Like that's how I won.
Oh,
so I didn't even win because of skill. It was just a chance that I won. But the thing that I love is like I like trolling because I'm not good. So whatever you say and whatever I lose, like it doesn't affect me because I know I go in saying like, yeah, I know I'm probably going to lose. So I'll be like, yo, I bet you can't do it again, trash. Like you won once. So it's like, what, you can't beat me again? It'll be like the 30th time. And I'm like, yeah, okay, bet you can't make it 31. Like I'll just keep going. Or I'll sit and be like, you know what, fight me in real life. Like put the controllers down and fight
me in real life.
Like, yo, like put the controllers down and fight me in real life.
Literally just played as Jigglypuff, and now you're trying to
that's what I'm saying. It's like Pikachu versus Ganondorf. You get wrecked, and I'm like, yo, fight me in real life.
Oh, we need a death battle. Speaking about that.
Oh yes,
Ganondorf versus Pikachu.
Okay, there it is.
So yeah, we got. So Alex, what we do towards the end of our episodes typically is we do the classic who would win in a fight between. So it's anywhere. Like, I think last episode when we had Ernie on, I think it was like Kermit versus Green Goblin and everything. just by way of example. So I mean, this time, I mean, technically it already happened, but many times with Ganondorf versus Jigglypuff. We still gotta have a Pokemon episode at some point, by the way, guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to do a Pokemon episode. I love Pokemon.
Then you're coming.
Do you play the Pokemon TCG online?
Dude, first, I think it was like my 5th pack. I pulled that through art Mewtwo.
Bro. Oh, I'm so upset. So I did not get the through art Mewtwo, but I got the art of the Pikachu.
Yeah.
And my wife got the Charizard, but she got it before me, and she sent it to me. She's like, "What's this?" I was so heated. I was like, "No, you didn't. Just pull that."
Dude, right. I've tried to use that Mewtwo so many times, and I keep getting bodied by like Zapdos EX that does like 230 damage.
Yeah,
every time.
Legendary Pokemon. Top of that.
We'll have to have a Pokemon.
When we have Pokemon episode, Alex is coming back on for Pokemon episode because it's somehow every couple episodes, somehow the episode between Pikachu versus Raichu episode, it gets brought up and everything.
Dude,
somehow
because Lieutenant Surge's Raichu was just such an ass, and Pikachu was able to not go with the Thunderstone and was able to overcome with sheer determination. Like, I get it,
bro.
Once again,
what Alex said. Raichu was a complete jerk. Like, and not only that, dude was souped up with freaking like steroids. There's no way he wasn't doping his Pokemon. Raichu was disgusting. And I think we had this conversation with somebody. I forget who it was, but he was no. It was I was someone personally I was talking to. They hate Pikachu. Like, I love Pikachu. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I don't care how cheap Pikachu is, that the little 2-foot rat is bodying whatever Pokemon. I don't care. Pikachu is the embodiment of the human's indomitable spirit, and he's not even human. I don't care. Pikachu literally bodies. Did you remember when you fought Charizard, Leon's Charizard, and came out and he had that little flashback? Pikachu's GOAT. I don't care what anybody says.
Dude, Pikachu is the Goku of the Pokemon universe.
Exactly.
There you go. That's good.
There it is.
I like that one.
There it is.
All right, so Pikachu versus Goku.
Pikachu.
So who, as far as the death battle, who wins?
Nah, I don't. Pikachu versus Goku is sick.
Base form Goku.
Base form Goku versus Ash's story broken or Pikachu.
Yeah, level 238 Pikachu.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It kind of keeps getting worse.
All right, if we're going Detective Pikachu, Detective Pikachu brings Goku to court and shows him like all of the things he's done to like ruin society.
Parental negligence.
Goku goes to jail.
He is a terrible father. He is a terrible father. I'm sorry.
We all know that Piccolo is the true father there.
We had this conversation.
I was going to say that's a discussion all in itself.
Yeah,
he's prepping them to fight. He's preparing them for life. No one has that kind of life.
No,
but they're fighting all the time.
Yeah,
see that for like Father's Day or something.
Throwing Cell a senzu bean, knowing he had Super Saiyan genetics and that he would grow exponentially stronger after he did that was disgusting. It was like one of the worst like stabs in the back you could ever see, and people shake it off like, oh well, he wanted it to be fair. He watched his son getting beat down, and then when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 and was like acting cocky, like, well, you wanted this, Dad, like you wanted me to have a good time, then everybody wants to get mad at Gohan, like all you had to do was finish him off. Like, Goku started it.
Yeah
Like, Goku could have had him ended. He could have. Goku recognized that he was going to lose when he hit that warp Kamehameha on Cell, and Cell was just like, Goku was like, all right, that's all I had. But he did not have to heal him. That was disgusting.
Yeah, that was kind of that was grimy. That was kind of grimy move. I mean, I think my favorite moment in that whole series was Vegeta's Final Flash the first time.
Yeah.
Against Cell. And then even in Super, my favorite moment is still I don't know. Again, I'm not a Vegeta fan. I'm a Yajirobe fan, believe it or not. Yajirobe, man. Yo, the sword.
Yajirobe.
Vegeta and Trunks' father-son Gallic gun. But it's got to be subtitled. Japanese, so I can't do the dub, English dub, but that was hype too.
Yeah,
sort of underrated. I feel like when I'm looking back, but I don't know. We got like less than 10. We got 8 minutes left. Can we speak a little bit on real quick on a little bit more about the absolutes universe about DC? I mean, everyone's loving Wonder Woman as top tier. I know you haven't read anything as far as you haven't read Wonder Woman or Superman yet, Alex. But any thoughts on either of those?
So I've seen some stuff online about it. Isn't this new Absolute Wonder Woman like raised in hell, right?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's believe it or not, she's tall, like crazy tall, and she's taller than Bruce. So I think that said that she can't say the word Amazon.
No, she can, but who was it that was in hell that raised her? She can't say it.
Oh, Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei cannot say it because she can't. Basically, she says to like Wonder Woman, like say what's on your heart that you feel you are, and then Wonder Woman says Amazon, and she was like trying to explain what an Amazon is, but she can't say the word.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, because it's something with I don't want to spoil or anything or whatever. So you can just you got to read it, but it was kind of weird as to why so I have the ability to remember what Amazons are. I just can't say the word. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's weird, but who knows? Who knows where they're going with that direction?
And she's inked up, and she's got Cloud's Buster Sword.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I was about to say, it's actually it's pretty dope.
Stole Cloud's sword, went to
Squaresoft. Square Enix.
Went to Square Enix, stole his sword, came back. Stopped by a tattoo parlor, got and then came back.
No, she went to local Hot Topic basically.
Hot Topic, Spencer's.
And then Superman basically, that's different too. I just finished reading that, but his suit is basically Jarvis.
Oh, okay.
So it communicates with him and talks to him and has a personality. And at first I'm thinking, oh, hey, it's gonna be Brainiac, and it wasn't. It's his own. It's pretty much the Fortress of Solitude built in his suit.
Does it kind of represent? Is it similar to the Fortress where it almost has like Jor-El's personality almost?
It's so far I don't get that feeling. Okay. I mean, they definitely changed. They focused a lot on the parents, the opening of the issue as far as Krypton, but when you read it, you'll see that this Jor-El is much different than what we're used to. This one, as far as his suit, is much more, why are you doing this for these guys, for the humans? They're terrible. And also he's conscious of his body as far as his power. So he doesn't get his he doesn't absorb radiation, solar radiation like the sun anymore, like we're used to. So he needs to be recharged. And I'm forgetting how exactly, but it basically almost like chastises him for caring about humans. But it has
that's cool.
But he talks to it, I believe, telepathically as far as the communication with each other. So and I think the suit's called Soul, SOL.
Like Soul, like the sun.
Yeah, like the sun. So it's I mean, they're killing it as far as I think they won a second Prince, if I remember correctly.
Nice. That's good.
So that's good. DC, I don't know, man. Kudos to absolute stuff. I was hating on it at first, then so foot's in my mouth.
Yeah, I think they're all very interesting. I feel like I am you know what? I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed. Of course, I kind of like the hero that I like superheroes that don't need to be like recharged per se. where they have their power and it is what it is. Of course, it provides a new element to the story, like, oh no, I'm running out of power, and then you get weak, you know what I mean? So it's like a time crunch of how you can beat the villain. But I can't speak openly about not liking it or liking the direction because it was only issue 1. You know, they didn't fully explain what happens or if he's powered up before that or after. It's like, okay, maybe he just has to power up in order to have his solar, his powers, like his eye beams or anything else. But does he still have super strength and other things after he charges or before he charges? So I don't know. Like, is he a normal human? Or does he have normal human physiology before he charges and then after he charges he's super? Or is it like he has to be charged all of the time in order to have his powers? I guess we don't know yet. So we're just going to have to keep getting issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. And I know that they're like, it sounds like they changed a bunch, but I mean, like we were talking about earlier with like retcons and changing things just in general, superheroes have changed so much since they were originally created. Like, have you guys ever gone back like and looked online even and just looked at what happened in the original Action Comics #1?
I believe I'm probably missing something, but please.
Yeah, so I'm one of the things that I like the most about comics, honestly, is the history around them and stuff that happened before, not just in regard to the stories, but the creators as well. So in Action Comics #1, Superman is shown to be able to just jump really high, run really fast.
That's right.
And he couldn't fly or anything like that.
Right.
And his big thing was in that comic, from what I remember, he rescues Lois Lane, obviously, because she's like at a party and this guy's hitting on her. She wants nothing to do with him, and then he ends up kidnapping her. So and he ends up tracking him down, right? And smashes the guy's car, and that's where you get the cover. Yeah, but later on, he's like investigating, and somehow like a mayor's behind something, and he's taking down government corruption, and he ends up like defeating like a lobbyist for the government in the first issue. Like, it's just so weird. And that ends up moving along to the Superman that we have now, who is basically invulnerable at some points.
Yeah.
It's just the evolution of the characters is insane.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take that and I'll pass over James Dean and everything, but as Lois and Clark, but just saying. Well, no, you know what? I think this is not the last time we're gonna have Alex on. Now we talked about Pokemon, so we gotta have a Pokemon episode, and Alex is coming back on. As far as a future episode, so we have less than a minute left. Alex, anything to plug in or anything like that?
Don't see Venom.
What was that?
I said don't see Venom.
Oh no.
That's my plug.
All I gotta say is I'm on YouTube, Alexander Webb. I post 3 times a week. I'm starting to move out of shorts and just do like longer short videos, just like talking about comics and specifically messed up moments in them.
Oh, and you gotta check that out. We have less than 10, so we're gonna hop back. We're gonna see you guys later. Hit the like, subscribe, and his channel's gonna be posted link there. See you guys later.
Peace.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys.